Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Massey. I'm one of the lecturers at Teesside University on the BA Politics degree, and I'm going to give you a quick overview today about how your first year looks at Teesside University on this degree. So I'm going to bring up a bit of a PowerPoint now, and we'll follow that through, and it will give you a bit more information about exactly how the degree is structured here and what your first year really looks like. So your first year at Teesside University. The first thing that you would do as soon as you come to Teesside is you would get a welcome week set of activities. These are a bespoke set of activities that are there really to allow you to have your feet under the table and make you feel comfortable at university. The usual activities that we run, and you can see there the dates for the welcome week this year, are things such as an introduction to the staff. This is where you get to meet every member of the team. They'd explain what their research areas were, and what their teaching commitments also were. So for instance, I would be in a room with all of you and I would say, hi, I'm Chris. I work on modern British politics. I work on the Labour Party in particular. My recent work is on the modernisation of the Labour Party in the 80s and 90s. And my teaching commitments are reflected through this because I teach on the Introduction to Politics module that you'll take in the first year, and also on the Labour Party module you'll take in your second year. This would go around the rest of the team. They'd do a very similar set of activities, and it would really allow you to get to know them. You'll also get to meet your personal tutor. Every single student at the university, and also by definition on the BA Politics degree, is assigned a personal tutor. This is a member of the academic staff who becomes your go-to for any potential issues that you may have. The personal tutor will meet with you within the first week or two of term to try and understand kind of if you have any particular issues, if you have any concerns, and also try and allay any of those things that you may have. And the personal tutor will be in touch with you again a midpoint during semester one, and then again during semester two. However, you can meet your personal tutor at any time, and this, as I've already said, is your real go-to person for any issues that you may experience at any time during the 3 years of your course if you're teaching, if you're studying full-time. You also get an IT introduction, which allows you to get to know how to use some of the university's online software, such as the virtual learning environment. And it also introduces you, if you're a full-time student, to the free iPad, which you get upon starting your studies. There's a career planning session, so we want you to be thinking about future careers on day one of your university journey and not on the last day. And so we get our career service in. There's an in-house career service to speak to you in the first week of your studies. Then a bit more fun, 2 fun activities. We have a history and politics quiz, which is where our history and politics students mix. And you get to know each other across the degrees, but also on your own degree, and you get to compete against the staff. Finally, there's a field trip. This differs from year to year, but previous examples of this field trip have been a visit to Mount Grace Priory or a visit to Middlesbrough Council's Democratic Chamber, where you get to see how debate is functions in a local level, in local democracy. So a bit on the course structure. If you've already looked at our open day materials, you'll have seen some of this previously. But in essence, in your first year, you will do 6 modules. The top 3 that you can see there will be your semester 1 modules, and the bottom 3 you can see there would be your semester 2 modules. In short, semester 1 is the period of time between Christmas, and semester 2 is the period of time from January to about May. So semester 1, what do you study at Teesside on the BA Politics degree? As I said, there are 3 modules. Most of these work in the same way, although there are extra sessions in the Introduction to Politics module, which I'll cover. So 3 modules. The first one is Introduction to Politics. This has 12 one-hour lectures, 12 two-hour seminars, which is the traditional way the university structures its teaching, but also this very uniquely has 12 one-hour practical skills sessions. These are not necessarily content-driven. They're more about, how do I form an argument? How do I write an essay? Where do I find source material? How do I reference properly? There are 12 practical sessions that will help you with all those questions. So an Introduction to Politics looks at, what is politics, what is democracy, how does this differ across the world, what are the different systems that we have in democracies, autocracies, etc. And it's a general overview. I'm the module leader for that. The key text is Introduction to Politics by Robert Garner and also by Peter Ferdinand, and they're the editors of this book. So you'd be asked to buy this book, but you also get £100 advance from Teesside University to help you with any book purchases in the year. And so you could use that funding instead of having to buy this yourself. There's also a second module, Introduction to International Relations. This is led by one of my colleagues, Dr. Danny Singh, who publishes widely on the field of international relations. Again, 12 one-hour lectures, 12 two-hour seminars. The key text here is by Jackson and Moller, an introduction to international relations, and the assessments for this module as well, an individual presentation, which is a 10-minute presentation, and a 2-hour scene exam. This is to get you used to what an exam would look like at university, but it's a nice exam because you get the questions in advance. Just to go back, the assessment for Introduction to Politics was a 2,000-word essay. You'll see the assessments are different across each module to get you used to a variety of assessments in your first year. The final module you do at semester 1 in your first year at Teesside, if you were a full-time student, is a modern political history module. The title of this may vary because it has gone through some changes, the title, but the content largely does not vary. It is a very modern British political history module, looking largely at Britain in the modern period from, say, 1870, 1900, etc. This features 12 1-hour lectures and 12 2-hour seminars, as do the previous modules, but the assessment, again, is a little different. This has a group presentation where you have to work with people across a team, and also it's a critical review where you'll look at a journal article and you'll try and analyse what that journal article says, what its argument is, and it really gets you used to using this form of research. This module is led by another one of my colleagues, Dr. Charlie Maguire, who has a history in publishing on the Irish history and also on Labour history with a small L. We'll move on now to semester 2. Semester 2 runs from January to May, as I've said. 3 modules again. A European political history module, title may vary, but it's largely going to look at the European era from the period of the Russian Revolution all the way through to the fall of the Soviet Union and the fall of the Berlin Wall, etc. as that big moment. And even looking at some modern day European dimensions such as Brexit and the formation of the European Union, etc. Again, same pattern of delivery, assessment slightly different, 2,500 word source criticism portfolio. What we've done in the past here, one of the assessments has been an investigation of websites. How do we know websites are reliable, etc. So this is a really unique element of the module that has a very different style of assessment. Move on to our next module, which is another module, title may vary, but it's Modern American Politics. I'm the module leader for this module. And this looks at modern American politics from Watergate all the way up to Donald Trump and possibly beyond, depending on the result of the 2020 American elections, if they indeed take place. Again, a very different set of assessments. This is a knowledge exchange project and 2,000-word commentary. What a knowledge exchange project is that I want you to create something that is, in essence, creative. Make me a newspaper article, transcribe a debate for me, write a speech for a politician, and then spend 2,000 words showing where you got the information from to create this, what influenced you, what texts, what speeches, etc. It's more of this is explained in the module. Obviously, there's a whole week on this, but it's a really unique way of assessing this particular module and gives you a real chance to be creative. Key text here is Fault Lines by Cruz and Zelizer, which is a really modern book. Just to go back, as I didn't mention it, the key text of the European history module is Gilbert and Large's The End of the European Era. Our final module in the first year is Political Ideologies, run by one of my colleagues, Dr. Ultan Gillen, who has publications on the history of political thought and the French Revolution. Again, same pattern of delivery, a 2,000-word documentary analysis to get you used to using primary sources. The Political Ideologies is, in essence, a study of the isms, nationalism, socialism, fascism, liberalism, etc. So Ultan will take you through this module, and it'll be a real grounding. These are the grounding concepts for the future of your study on the BA Politics degree in years 2 and years 3. Our penultimate slide, just as a quick reminder, if you've not already applied or you've not confirmed your place yet at Teesside, what our entry requirements are. So at level 4, an offer is 96 to 112 tariff points. At level 3, the foundation year, an offer is 32 to 64 tariff points. The foundation year modules I've not covered on this slide, so if you were taking the foundation year at Teesside University, the modules that you would study in your first year would be different because you were doing a 4-year degree and not a 3-year degree. More information about the foundation year can be found on the BA Politics website. And all that's to say is thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the video through with me. And if you have any questions or queries, please feel free to get in touch. The best way at the moment is by email. So email me at c.massey@tees.ac.uk. I am the politics admissions tutor, so feel free for anything that you might want to ask to get in touch. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.